Welcome to this session. Today we'll go on to see the closed loop pulsating heat pipe with some turns in the evaporator section and a single turn in the condenser section. Now how the fluid flow which is being developed as compared as we are considering the pulsating heat pipe. So we must have a pulsating action which is taking place inside the tube. So this is the animation which will shows you how the pulsating action is taking place. Now these are few iterations that has been performed here in this case. Now the number of iterations you can observe here, it is somewhere around 90,500. With this numbers of iteration, some fluid flow has been developed in a closed loop pulsating heat pipe. So in this case we have taken various contours of volume fraction water, then contours of wall temperature, that is a mixture, then contours of volume fraction water. So with the different view we have taken into consideration, contours of volume fraction steam. So these are various things that has been taken into consideration in this particular animation. So we'll see one by one the first animation here. So I'm giving a increment of 10. So the total frames was 755. Now we'll just start this. So you can observe the pulsating action which is taking place. Another thing that needs to be understood is the pulsating action will be alternate liquid and vapor slugs which are being available. So that makes it possible to have the fluid alternate liquid and vapor slug passing through the tube, and that will go on to release their heat in the condenser section. So you can see the slugs, vapor slugs as well as the liquid slugs which are moving in the up direction. So they must come at the top, and from that again they will go towards the evaporator section. So this is the things that can happen. Now this is the case of first, we can say, animation, contours of volume fraction steam. So once the flow is fully developed, the plugs will come to the condenser section and they will get condensed in the condenser section. So the vapors will be converted into a liquid, and we say this is the process where the heat release will takes place from the steam. Now let us see the second animation which relates to the contours of volume fraction steam. Third one, the contours of volume fraction, the contours of wall temperature. So again I will give the increment of 10. We'll go on to see how it will affect the wall temperature. So initially only the heater part is subjected to the heating condition. Now you can observe some slight variation in the temperature of the wall, and this will go on further. You can see the temperature for your reference here also. So the red color shows the higher value of temperature, and in the condenser section you observe the temperatures are quite less. Now at this point you might go on to see some more, the temperature is actually go on to increase. So this is the case of contours of wall temperature. Now you can, if you are able to see, you can observe here the temperature, it starts increasing. Now let us move to the next animation. We'll second, there are total 1116 frames. We'll just go on to see with the 10 increments. Starting with this 10 increments, you can easily go on to see how the pulsating action is getting developed inside the closed loop pulsating heat pipe. So you require more number of iterations in order to observe this alternate liquid and vapor slugs. So in this case, somewhere around 90,000 iterations has been performed, and after performing the 90,000 iteration, this kind of fluid flow simulation can be visualized. Now here you can observe the alternate liquid and vapor slugs. They are trying to go towards the condenser section where they will go on to reject their heat. So this is regarding the fourth animation. So you can set this particular animation in the fluent window itself in order to understand whatever you have done, it is correct or not. So it is quite good to set animation in the fluent itself without actually waiting for the results. So let us come to the last part. You can observe there are 90,500 iterations, and as far as the Courant number is there, we will just go on to visualize how much your Courant number is. So the Courant number needs to be maintained at lower value. So at this point you can see somewhere around 0.7, 0.27, and the flow time is 0.45. So that is quite good development in the flow of fluid which is taking place through the heat pipe. So this is how the animations can be done in a closed loop pulsating heat pipe. Thank you.